I asked my students, how did we create photographs before cell phones and digital cameras? They're like, oh, I got this, and they raised their hands and they were so excited, and they said, like, people ground up these plants and these stones, and then they would paint on the walls of caves, and there was like this total gap between Stone Age paintings and modern, digital photography. Really be precise in that knowledge. Donald is an expert. He's been doing that for so long, and also teaching that for a long time. So that was irreplaceable.
If I was struggling on something, he would be there to help me with that problem.
People were engaged and outside and starting to print, and that was very exciting. Getting kids off campus, exposing them to a new experience, to new tools and materials as artists, and to get them into that creative process, which is not just a 50-minute period during your school day. That's something that takes more time and attention, and that also matters just beyond your school. So it's not just for a grade, but there's this international involvement, there's this community involvement from the artists that you work with. The kids are really developing this visual voice and style, and a lot of that is having had to slow down.
I didn't expect us to have to roll the film. It was cool, especially when I learned how to do it with my eyes closed, and then that's kind of, you keep doing it with your eyes closed to show that you know what you're doing.
I really like the whole processing the photos, going through different stages, waiting the appropriate time, and bringing out a masterpiece that you created.
So when we had the chance to talk to Victor, John Penner, the students were really excited to hear and learn about what it means to be an artist in this world and in this time period as a career. They had lots of questions, and they were also really excited to see him again. And again, it's someone else that's taking an interest in them and that validates their work.
He told us to, just be out there and not be so inclusive and confined, and just take pictures of any and everything. It's just not all about selfies. I'm all into selfies and whatever. So it's not all into that. Just get out and you can make a career of it.
You can shoot anything, but it's about what you shoot that makes the meaning of it.
Brandy was very excited. They actually didn't say her name, they just said the title of the image. So they announced that the image Open had won, and there was this pause for a second in the room where everyone was kind of wait, what did I name my pictures? And then you could just saw her go, oh, that's me, that was mine, and she jumped up and screamed, and all of our classmates were cheering. And we had a show a few weeks later where we had all the Jones sodas out for family and friends to take, and people were really excited about it. And it's a national organization, and it was really positive for the students to see her name on there. And then the group is called Young Snappers, so that was also on the bottle. It legitimizes what they're doing, right? It's not a teacher in the same way that I am also their social studies teacher, and I work with them day in and day out. There's an excitement about working with someone who is a working artist, who has experience in that field and who's making a career of it, right? Because that makes it possible for the students who are really creative. And in this class, we had a few students who really struggle academically in their other courses and really found their niche, their place at the dark room and in photography. And it's a place where they can feel validated and competent and capable and even a leader.
So I feel I learned a lot in terms of the techniques and the kinks that come along with photography and whatnot. And it teaches you a lot, and then I feel when I go to college, I can actually use the skills that I learned in the program in my future.
It's exciting. It's something great to do. It's something different. When I first started, I didn't even know I was going to be interested in photography. When I go to college, I kind of want to major in film, and I want to do something with photography.
I think we definitely have some lifelong printers in that room, so there are folks who would like to go back on their weekends and in their free time to go print. And I think that exposure is really, really and truly a gift.
I learned that once you find, this is it's not related to photography, but it is once you find something that you have a passion for and you really, really love it, to go with it, because you never know where it'll take you. And like, I feel like whatever I decide to do, I'll go with it.